Is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 23 online CFM game. We are now in week 13 of the 2022 season here in the Premier Madden League. Our New York Giants have our most important regular season game upcoming on the schedule. It's against the Washington Commanders, our division rivals in the NFC East, and this game will be a battle for first place in the division. The Commanders enter a half game out because the Commanders have not hit their bye week yet. But if Washington wins this game today against our Giants, they move solo first place in the NFC East, which is a spot our Giants have occupied virtually all season long. If our Giants are going to get off of this 3-game losing streak and pull off this major win, we're going to have to do it without not only Richie James, not really too big of a deal, but Kayvon Thibodeau. That's a big deal. Tibbs has been pretty standout in his rookie year for us. Him and Azeez Ojulari have formed quite the pass rushing duo, and our depth behind Kayvon Thibodeau is -5. Now, our receiver depth, as we mentioned before, is pretty good. So losing Richie James along with not having Kadarius Toney for the final game of his 4-game suspension, we can survive that, but we are getting a bit thin at that receiver spot, so can't afford to lose anyone else. Speaking of suspensions, the Commanders will be without their superstar receiver Terry McLaurin. He broke the air yardage rule. You guys may remember seeing that in the video a couple of weeks ago. So McLaurin is also serving the final of his 4 games being suspended. So here we are at MetLife Stadium, battle for first place in the NFC East, a lot on the line, and we are underway. Our New York Giants have gotten away from our defense and Saquon Barkley style ball that propelled us to quite a start in the first half of the season, and it's not been too great since the bye week. Oh, and it's misfires like that have us in shambles right now as Jonathan Allen gets the big hit on Barkley. Third down, it's going to be Daniel Jones down low. Slayton trying to extend the play and lost the ball, and thankfully we get the recovery, which does matter even though we have to punt the ball. But if Washington gets that recovery, instant red zone opportunity. So at least we can make them work on the defensive side of the ball, but obviously a big missed opportunity already in this game. That could have been a potential touchdown downfield to Darius Slayton, and Daniel Jones just misfired on the ball, and that's where our team is just out of sync right now. But on 3rd down and 9, a chance to get a stop, play action for the rookie, Sam Howell. He's been starting all season for Washington, and he's done a lot of this. Interceptions. Sam Howell has been quite the gunslinger for the Commanders. Touchdown or bust. Oh, and there, cash money, Dane Belton gets another interception. And, hey, man, Dane Belton continues to step up to the table when we need him. But 3rd down, a chance to make a big play in the passing game. Downfield we go. Wan'Dale Robinson, the rookie out of Kentucky, is slammed down to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. Normally, when you're throwing a tight ball in traffic like that, you don't want to throw it to the guy who's, what, 5'9"? I think Wan'Dale's actually listed at 5'8" in this game, as a shifty run by Antonio Gibson is going to lose him 2 yards. So it's stylish, but not really productive, as Sam Howell misses an open receiver. That's the rookie, as it's going to be an incompletion. That rookie connection right there for Washington. 3rd down, Howell with nowhere to go with this ball, and just has to flush the pocket wide enough so we can throw the ball away without getting a penalty. And Punt Fest is going on right now. Punt Fest 2022 live at MetLife Stadium. We are 4 minutes into the first quarter, and there have been 4 punts already. It's we're on pace to have a lot of punts. Let's just put it like that. I'm sure someone will score, or at least we'll run some clock on one of these drives. But I mean, 3-and-out Central, and we might be facing another 3-and-out here as Saquon goes backward. Barkley not getting anything going so far. Middle of the field. That was Davis breathing all over Barkley, and here comes Jamie Gillian yet again. Hey, we got about 2 minutes out of that drive before we punted it. Progress, I suppose, but yeah, both offenses are stuck right now in neutral. 2nd down, Sam Howell! Oh, he nearly got picked off. Sean Murphy bunting, put a mitt in there. Now it's 3rd down, Howell feeling the pressure, taking off. Can Howell get the first down of the game? Oh, he did, but he lost the ball. That's a fumble, and it's picked up. Azeez Ojulari with a block, outrunning them all for the touchdown. The New York Giants find the end zone, and I suppose fittingly, not on offense. It's defense that propels us to the first point of the football game. Oh, what a start we've had to this one, man. This is pretty unbelievable. Just when Sam Howell barely got the first down of the game, he extended the play for a little bit too long as Howell able to bounce back and find Curtis Samuel. That's the first completion of the game for the rookie out of North Carolina. Ooh, Antonio Gibson. Shifty feet out here. Gibson is ready to make people miss all day, as we could tell by his intentions early on, as Murphy Bunting colliding inside, I believe, with Carter Coughlin. A second down. Curtis Samuel got the blocks, setting up the first down and more. Samuel, oh, he's a playmaker with the ball in his hands, and Washington wants to basically use him the way that we try to use Kadarius Toney when he's actually playing. And with no Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel is their main playmaker out here as they go down low to Gibson. Nice play by Dory Jackson. Great coverage. Third down. Gibson sneaking in a run. Gets by Jackson. That's a first. Oh, juking Edwards. That's a touchdown. Antonio Gibson has come to play today. He's looking to give the Commanders first place in the NFC East. And we're tied up to start the second quarter as Washington puts together, I mean, more offense than we've seen in the entire first quarter from anybody. So maybe we can join them now. All right, it's okay to play offense. Let's get our New York Giants involved in the action. But Saquon Barkley, he's on milk cartons right now, missing in action. Where is Saquon today? Oh, man, and where's Daniel Jones missing an easy pass like that? Daniel Jones looking like Danny Pennies today. It's third down and 11. Jones needs to make a play. Oh, and he's not going to. Forrest with the interception. Looking for Wan'Dale Robinson once again on third down, and Forrest made a great play going from sideline to sideline to get that interception. I mean, I simply did not expect Forrest to come out of nowhere to make that play. It looked like Wan'Dale was open for all intents and purposes. Now it's third down with Washington in the red zone. Howell, middle, got it. Whoa, tough play by Curtis Samuel to get that first down. Pivotal play on third down as Gibson looking for his second touchdown of the game. He subbed out for the rookie Robinson, who goes backward, and all of a sudden a chance to make a big goal line stand for the Giants. Washington calls the timeout. Let's see if they reset different formation on third down at the 2. Howell drop back looking. He's going to break the pocket, and look at this. Sam Howell extends for the touchdown. As we know from last year's CFM with the Houston Texans, Sam Howell can make plays with his legs if called upon. He's not Lamar Jackson, but he definitely can make plays, right? He has athleticism in his game, and unfortunately for us, we know that. This will be a touchback, by the way, but the problem is, without Kayvon Thibodeau, like I said, our depth is shallow, and that's where Kayvon Thibodeau would have been playing as Saquon finally gets a positive play in this game. Even with that 6 rushes, 10 yards, I mean, that Washington front 7 right now is absolutely dominating the front end of this game. Second down, Daniel Jones under pressure, and spilled to the ground. Yeah, that front 7, like I said, dominating this game. Chase Young, one of those bodies. Oh, my goodness, many bodies there on third down. That we will be thanking our lucky stars was not intercepted as we try to put one in for Daniel Bellinger right there. But, yeah, this has been an uninspiring start to the game on offense, but it's really just the fact that we're getting beat up front right now, and it's hard to do anything on offense when you're getting beat up front in those trenches, right? It's that sneaky battle. Everybody loves the quarterback play and the skill positions, but the big boys inside, they can really set the tempo of a ball game. And right now, Washington is setting the tempo on that side of the ball. Here, I mean, we're doing a good job ourselves right now, backing Antonio Gibson in traffic. It's third down at the 2-minute warning, and Howell with the ball in his hands here. They're trusting the rookie to make a play. Oh, my goodness, but there is nothing to be had, and he throws it away. Injury to Logan Thomas as the Commanders are going to punt the ball here. 4th and 1 in midfield. You can definitely go for it there. You're definitely allowed to go for it in this league, and you got all the opportunity in the world, but they punt it to Adoree Jackson, who's trying to make him pay. We had to field that ball, or else it probably would have been pinned at our own 1-yard line. So that was actually a really good return by Adoree, because you're pinned at your own 1. You don't have many options. Instead, now, as we run the 2-minute drill here, we have a chance to make something happen here. Hopefully, second down, Jones. Yeah, that was going to be a tough throw to make all the way through. Jones way outside there on the run. Third down, Daniel Jones. Got it to Golladay. Gets by Davis. And that'll be a first down there. And we'll call our first timeout at the half at our own 33-yard line. Trying to cut into this Washington deficit before we go to halftime. Middle, intercepted. Darius Slayton, the intended receiver. It's Bobby McCain who comes up with the football. Daniel Jones giving it away. Oh, man, both quarterbacks with key interceptions in this one as Sam Howell looking, got him wide open. That is Dotson, the rookie. This time Howell and Dotson make the play outside. Mike Edwards missing another tackle. That's Darnay Holmes on the ground. Here's Sam Howell looking to make it a two-possession game. That he will with a touchdown. Curtis Samuel breaking open there as we try to send the blitz, but once again, just not getting that pressure. And without Kayvon Thibodeau, we are struggling to get to Sam Howell right now. And it's really starting to show up in the passing attack. And our pass defense has been really good this year. And even though we have an interception in this game, it's starting to really falter right now. Without our offense stepping up to the table, it's putting us behind the 8 ball as we're heading to the halftime mark here. As we have Daniel Jones play action with 15 seconds left. I mean, man, we might just need to kneel this one out. Get out of here, man. 3rd down and 4. Just don't throw another interception, Daniel Jones. Or you can throw a touchdown. How did this happen? Darius Slayton all by himself, and the New York Giants buy a lifeline before halftime. Daniel Jones, who's been off the mark all game long, dials it in an opportune time. And as badly as we played on offense all game long, that is pretty much a free 7 points for us. And in a game like this, where defense has been more key, that 7-point swing can mean everything. As Brian Robinson with a decent run here. Whoa! Hold on a second. Those 7 points are coming right back. The rookie Robinson untouched. 77 yards on the final play of the first half. Oh, the tide has swung back and forth here in MetLife, and Washington just sucked the life out of the stadium with that one. Wow. Oh, man, we thought we got the gift from the heavens, and we gave it right back. That is unreal. And once again, Washington, they're just winning at the point of attack, right? Brian Robinson gets the blocking to break that one off. As that's going to be Doug Costin, I believe, getting in there for this sack. That's a name we haven't said too much in this series so far, as Curtis Samuel brought down. Decent play by Washington, decent play by us as well. We'll have a 3rd down and 9. This is the down and distance we want to get the stop on, and that we do. As Dotson, once again, he's been getting a lot of targets in this game. But on 4th down, once more, I mean, Tress Way has had a busy day, and he'll step on the field yet again. Adoree Jackson with a productive return earlier in the game. And yes, Adoree Jackson is our punt returner right now. Adoree Jackson has pretty good return rating, so I figured I'd give him a chance. We're still trying to cycle through our returners to find out who works best in those situations. As Daniel Jones is whacked and intercepted by Cam Curl. Wanted Slayton downfield, and Daniel Jones got hit as he threw that ball. It looked like Slayton actually got behind the coverage, but didn't really matter as Daniel Jones is not getting the protection right now. It's just not. Well, we're just out of sync. We are completely out of sync on offense, and the main reason why we're out of sync, it has to be said, is there are still warning signs out for Saquon Barkley, and we go back to that key talking point, right? As we get the I don't know how we got that incompletion. We'll take it. We'll watch into a field goal, up and good, 3-possession game. But yeah, Saquon, I mean, there's nowhere for Saquon to run this ball. They have Jonathan Allen on this team with inside stuff. Obviously, that's pivotal going against our Giants, who have been a run-first team this year. And guys like Montez Sweat, Chase Young, Deron Payne, they've all been making plays all day long as we sub in Matt Breida. Running the ball outside might have to be our best bet, because I don't think we can run out inside against this team right now with the roster that they have. As we're able to hit, I believe, Slayton for the 1st down there. As Daniel Jones whacked again. Just when we located Kenny Golladay, I mean, we don't have that extra second to make, go through our read progression right now. It's one read, get the ball out. That's all we got right now. 3rd down and 11, or 3rd down and 13. We are actually going to be afforded some time downfield, and Golladay got it over William Jackson, but Golladay, oh, he's hopping mad right now. What is going on? That could have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 1st down and goal at the 7, as Barkley trying to carry a couple defenders inside. 25 yards. This is easily the quietest game Saquon's had this year. As Jones in the corner, and that's both feet in for the interception by Bobby McCain. I believe, hold on a second, it might be both feet in. Oh, it is both feet in. All right, I thought we were going to get a break right there. Thought we were going to get bailed out. We did not. And at this point in the game, I think we've seen enough from Daniel Jones. Not all of it's been Daniel Jones' fault, right? Obviously, I've not made some of the best plays, and he's just not being protected well. Some of it is Daniel Jones. Are we benching Daniel Jones for further notice? No. I just think we just need to put Tyrod Taylor in for the rest of the game. Like, Daniel Jones, you can take an early locker room break. And we also benched Mike Edwards. Oh, as we nearly get the interception with Murphy bunting. No pick six instead. Dotson waving goodbye for the 68-yard touchdown with a game-changing play. We could have a chance to sneak into the ball game. We were just a little bit off and didn't get the right animation, a little bit behind the receiver right there, out of position, and, going for the pick instead of maybe going for a surefire tackle or an incompletion, and instead we give up a touchdown. I mean, I went for the risky play right there because we're down by a lot, 17, now 24. Maybe in a closer game we don't go for the pick and gamble right there, but yeah, I figured we might as well try. We got Sterling Shepard losing the ball. Oh, my goodness, when it rains, it pours. That is a fumble. Not even a booth review on that one. So, yeah, that's like a 1 or 2 play drive right there. There's Brian Robinson breaking open right here. Washington's dominating so much, they're getting called for a holding penalty right now. And this game has completely gone by the wayside. And, I mean, this is kind of like last week's game against the Cowboys where I feel like we are playing a good defensive game. Oh, and look at that right on cue. Aaron Robinson, the sophomore defensive back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pick six. A little taunt on the way. And Robinson says, hold on a second. Hold on just a second. To make it a 2-possession game, we need this 2-point conversion. And I believe they ran commit right there. And that's when Kenny Golladay wide open. We were more than likely throwing that fader out. The run commit made our decision that much easier. And look, we still got ourselves a game. And you guys know our motto. We don't give up until the final whistle. So here we go. Defense has been playing well. Just need one stop out of these guys, and anything can happen in the final frame of regulation, as that'll be a tackle behind the line by Doug Costin once again, who's showing up. Third down. Here's Howell, and he's going to have time. Down low. Samuel battling. I don't think he got it. McFadden joining in on the play, and it's 4th and inches. Washington has not been too great on 3rd down and long, and once again, they're forced to punt the ball. More Treyway, Tressway, than anyone could have expected in this ball game. Is now we get our first look at Tyrod Taylor. Okay, now Tyrod, it's up to you to try and make the comeback here. Tyrod running for a minimal gain. Next play, under pressure, and it's undercut and intercepted. St. Just with the ball, need a block. Got it. Goodbye, Washington. Goodbye. They're gone with this game, perhaps, after that plunder, as Tyrod Taylor trying to drive that ball, except there is no drive in that game. And that's the second interception I've thrown in this game, where it's just not really knowing our personnel at the quarterback position. These throws that you think you can make with some quarterbacks, you cannot make with these New York Giants. And I mean, that's not an excuse. That's something that we have to know to not make those throws, right? Like, you just gotta play with the roster you got. And Daniel Jones and Tyrod Taylor, I believe they both have 87 throw power. You're just not making some of these throws as late as we're making them. Or the Darius Slayton interception where we try to put that one in a tight window. It's just, by the time you throw that ball, it gives the defensive back more time to close in. It's just the plays that we haven't made in the first half of the season, that we haven't been forced to make, because we haven't been trailing in these situations. So we haven't put the ball in the quarterback's hands constantly. And we've been running a pretty safe offense, right? Not really taking too many shots downfield or anything like that, right? We don't put the ball too many yards in the air, period. But in these games, when we're trying it, we're learning trial by fire that is just not going to work for us, right? In these situations, we find ourselves down, like trying to get the chunk plays. It's got to be wide open, or the decisions have to be made quicker than you would like to make them. But it's the adjustment we're going to have to make down the stretch, because, I mean, our chances of making the playoffs are falling in shambles right now. Absolute shambles. We are not in first place in the division anymore. And honestly, I think after this loss, we might not even be in the top 7 in the NFC as we get a touchdown pending a penalty here. Darius Slayton, he can't celebrate the touchdown. It's roughing the passer on Montez Sweat. So Tyrod Taylor checking in and doesn't look too bad out here, to be honest. I mean, if something ever happens to Daniel Jones, if he gets kidnapped or injured, I mean, Tyrod doesn't look too bad at least. I mean, it's about playing Daniel Jones even out here, as we're going to go for the onside kick in a dire situation. Cannot get it. We keep on showing some signs of life in this game, and we still have a couple more opportunities in this one if we can get a nice stop here and force Washington into, not scoring more points here, not a field goal attempt, we would hope. And that's going to help. Leonard Williams back and Sam Howell backward. We're not calling in these timeouts yet. 3rd down and 12. Howell looking, nothing there, breaking away, and throws it away. Ajulari put the heat on, forcing Howell to throw it away. And How about this 62-yard field goal attempt? Up by 15. Washington going for the jugular. And that should finally do it for this game as Joey Sly with balls of steel out there. 62 yards, no problem at all. Had some leg to spare as well. Joey Sly's got a big boot for sure, as we know from the Dolphins CFM, I believe it is. But, yeah, Saquon Barkley. Saquon just needs to see some green grass in front of him right now because all he's seen is the great line of Washington up front for most of this game. So, yeah, like I said, man, we want to turn our season around. I mean, we have this long stretch of division games, and so far we're falling absolutely flat. Lost to the Cowboys, lost to the Commanders. We play the Eagles next week, and then we play the Commanders again after that. So, I mean, we have to turn, like, these are the most important games of our season right now. Like, this could cost us a tie break and potential playoff spot in general now. So, yeah, so far, I mean, this is the most important stretch for us, and we're falling flat when our team needs it most. So, how do we fix it? I mean, we have to go back to what we did at the start of the year and hopefully find a way. And part of what we did at the start of the year was throwing the ball to Kadarius Toney a lot. The good news is KT will be back next week, and we don't have to worry about usage with Kadarius Toney because he sat so long. I think we could throw it to him every play for the rest of the game, and he still won't be over 30%. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know what Kadarius Toney can bring to us. I don't know if he's got the magic juice, but if he does, we need it bad. We need it bad. As Washington officially wraps up this ball game with the win, the Commanders are in first place in the NFC East. Our Giants drop 4 games in a row. It was such an inspiring start to the season. 7-1 going into the bye week, I believe it was. Actually, no, 8-1 going into the bye week. Well, whatever it was, we no 7-1. We don't even have 8 wins this year. We still have 7, and yeah, we're just scratching our heads right now, but. I mean, part of this losing streak was honestly just me being frustrated with franchise. Everything happening over the past couple of weeks. Like the Cowboys game, I just did not. I played with my head screwed off right there. In this game, a little bit as well. Like the Kenny Golladay jumping thing, like that should have never happened when we should have scored the touchdown, that fluky play with Kenny G. But, you know, I think if we just, that's the main thing. I just got to screw my head on right, and we still have a chance here. I still believe this Giants team has a chance, man. We've been playing well in this game, and at the very least, the takeaway we have during this streak, besides the Texans game, that's problem, right? Whatever we're gonna do about that. But these last 2 games, man, our defense has played well enough. They played well enough to keep us in these ball games, so we can just figure it out in the offensive end a little bit, get Saquon going or whatever it takes. Get Sony going. We can do this, man. We can do this. But, yeah, I think I've gone on long enough. Leave a like in this video if you guys enjoyed what you guys saw today. Subscribe for more Madden 23 gameplays, and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you, as always, for watching.